Today I'm leaving for a trip to Yamaguchi and Hiroshima, and as a start, I'm taking a Tokyo-Kyushu ferry to Kita-Kyushu. While the number of the night trains decreasing in Japan, overnight ferry is increasing. This is not like a cruise ship like a Royal Caribbean. It's a daily scheduled ferry connecting city to city. So it's more of a type of mixture of public transportation and cargo ship. This will be my first overnight ferry trip, and I'm very excited to show you what the ferry trip would be like in Japan. As the travel goes, I'll also explain how to get tickets and how you can put in your itinerary, so you can do the same travel as me or better than me. The ferry is called Tokyo-Kyushu ferry, but to be precise, the ferry is not leaving from Tokyo port. It's leaving from Yokosuka port, about 1 hour south of Tokyo. So I'm taking Keikyu line from Shinagawa station to Yokosuka Chuo station. I'm at Shinagawa station. That will take Keikyu line to Yokosuka Chuo station from now. During rush hour time, I recommend you to take Wing, which you can get seats for 300 yen in addition to fare of 620 yen, and you can reserve your seat. Hello friends, I'm at the Yokosuka Chuo station of Keikyu line from Shinagawa, and from here I'd like to walk to the port and take the Tokyo-Kyushu ferry. The ferry has restaurants and kiosks and vending machines, but the selection is limited, so if you have specific foods you like to eat, like rice balls, you might be able to get before you get to the port. It's about 15 minutes walk from Yokosuka station, but I was afraid of going to a wrong place and miss the ferry, so I decided to take a taxi. It was so much closer than I thought it would be, and it was 600 yen. I felt a little guilty to taxi driver, but if you have luggage or the weather is not good, it might be better to take a taxi. Yokosuka also has JR Yokosuka station, but that is a little far from the terminal. I arrived at Tokyo-Kyushu Ferries terminal in Yokosuka port. And lots of different parts in Yokosuka port, so when you visit, you have to make sure to visit Tokyo-Kyushu Ferries Yokosuka port. And this will be my first ferry trip. Ferry's boarding time is 11 o'clock for regular passenger on foot. And the ferry is going to leave 45 minutes after the boarding time at 11:45. It's a really big ferry. It seems like it's arrived from Kyushu just right now, and it's still dismounting luggage and trucks. And all trucks are just coming out of the ferry now. This ferry is called Hamayu. Smells lots of smokes and also kind of summer. It's getting end of the May and it's getting summer ocean smell. It's a really kind of special atmosphere. You can get QR code from your reservation page and you can get on board with it, so there's no check-in process. You can come to the port 60 minutes before the departure time. So when the departure time is at 11:45, time you are supposed to arrive at the port is 10:45. The same group company has several different ferry companies connecting Osaka or Kobe to Shinmoji, and also Sea of Japan side from Maizuru or Tsuruga to Hokkaido. Above the check-in counter, there is a departure lounge. So let's go up and see how it is. The second floor is the waiting area, and there's a shop that you can purchase a souvenir and some light snacks or drinks, and also there's a cafeteria that you can eat light meals. In case you need to issue the ticket instead of using the QR code, you can go to this counter and issue the ticket. It seems the loading has finished, but I wasn't sure how precise the boarding time will be, and actually it was exactly on time. So now I see people going up by escalator, so I think the boarding started. Let's go. じゃあお願いします。はい、ありがとうございます。はい。There's no security gate unlike airport, so you just use the QR code from your reservation page on your phone and get on the ferry. The QR code is used as a key to enter the private room too. So either you carry around the phone all the time or you can print out a small paper and keep in your wallet.窓4なんですけど。604では一番上がはい、右手は右手、ありがとうございます。Very nice. And there's a men's restroom on the 6th floor. The room is located in the 4th floor to 6th floor, and the 4th floor is the entrance and the shop, and 5th floor has a restaurant, and 6th floor has a public bathhouse and a big balcony that you can go out. So my room is 604. And you put the QR code and the door opens. Oh, very nice. So there are two beds with little nightwear, and one bed is very thin, about 1 meter, so I think enough for one person. It's long enough. And there's a little sofa bed. Up to 4 people can stay in this room, and you can change to the bed in case you use with 4 people. But usually you can sit as a sofa like this. And there's a little fridge, so you can also get the beer or different things and put in your fridge. Here there's an electric kettle, so you can make hot water and tea. I think there's a 3 green tea here. And there's a window. Wow. Wow, I don't see anything, but let's see tomorrow. You can change to English with Celsius or English with Fahrenheit and Chinese too. Okay, so now everything is English. And there's a restroom here. Very clean, nice restroom. The toilet has a washlet function. There's no bathtub, but there's a shower room. There are lots of places to hold, so it's also barrier free, but it's more because it's on the ferry. Water pressure is enough and temperature is stable. And there are two face towels and two big bath towels. It's very thick and looks good. Sometimes Japanese company don't pay attention to towel so much, but this towel is really good. And for amenities, there are two disposable slippers and two four toothbrush actually for night and morning, lunch and dinner. Maybe. On the sixth floor, there is also a public bath you can take anytime during the sailing when it's open. It has a regular bath, outdoor bath, and sauna too. When it's closed, shower room is also available. The shop on the fourth floor has lots of different snacks and some books in Japanese, and alcohol drinks and ice creams, souvenirs, but not that much something to eat. So either eat at the restaurant or it might be better to get something before you get on board. And for the next day's lunch, I applied for the barbecue. It looks like it's a popular and it's a lottery. You write your name and put the paper in the box. Result fast, I got it, but I'm not sure. Only me and some more people applied for it, maybe. There's a gym here, so you can do some exercise. Looks like only treadmills and bicycles, so no kind of workout machines. And there's a door here, so let's go. So nice. Wow. So much open space and nice warm breeze. Accepting lots of trucks. So many truck drivers are entering to the ferry right now. Looks like it's ready to departure. All the port staff are waving their hands. They're all waving hands there. It kind of makes me sad. Now the ferry is moving and leaving Yokosuka port. Everyone is waving hands from the port, and it's very nice. And really, my first feeling of being on the ferry leaving. It's really, really freedom, or leaving to the big ocean, and something really romantic. So they said around 1 o'clock, all the stores and lights, major lights are turned off, and some rooms, kind of shared room, like a dormitory room, they will turn off all the lights. The public bus is until 1:30, and next announcement will be 8 o'clock in the morning. So about 7 hours you can sleep without any interruption. The ferry is about to leave Tokyo Bay to the outer ocean, and right in front I saw Tachibana Maru that are going to Hachijojima Island. In case you feel motion sickness or seasickness, this is a very popular medicine to take. You have to take, I think you says you can take after you feel sick too, but it's better to take 30 minutes before or 2 hours before you get on board. By the pillow, there's a USB charger and electronic charger, and the room lamps and alarm clock. It's really like a hotel. Last night it was a little shaky. One time I almost fell from the bed. Like I had to hold the bed, but it's like a very different direction it moves. So this is really working. And it's 7 a.m. now, and the public bathroom opens at 8 in the morning. So I have to take shower in the room. Now let's go see inside the ferry. Looks like some people are waiting for the restaurant already. So this is the restaurant that you end up eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can use a touch panel and you can order. The touch panel was only in Japanese language, but there's a picture of the foods. I wasn't very hungry, so I ordered a rice porridge, okayu in Japanese. To make a payment, you can use credit card. Looks like almost everyone gathered to this restaurant. For the first time I get to see who is on this ferry. I saw some truck drivers. Looks like know what to order for the breakfast, and some senior couples and solo travelers like me. Now let's explore the ferry. This is a forward salon that you can see the front of the ferry. It's located in the 5th floor, and you can take a rest in the sofa. You can do some work or writings. It's a good place to take a rest. And of course, there are vending machines for the drinks, beers, and cup noodles. On the 4th floor, there is a karaoke room too. So you have all day on the ceiling today, but you can be quite busy during your day. And there's a schedule that you might want to pay attention all the time. The ferry's Wi-Fi is mostly unavailable, unfortunately, but when the ferry comes close to the land, you can connect it to your data plan on your phone. So the first point that I could connect to the land was near Wakayama, south of Kii Peninsula. This is a Kushimoto. The southern tip of Wakayama is right there.
この度は東京九州フェリー浜湯にご乗船いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。本船は現在和歌山県の沖合 40km を時速約 50km で新門司港へ向け順調に航行いたしております。これから先の海上模様は やや波はあるものの、さほど大きな揺れもなく航行できるものと予想いたしております。しかしながら海域等によりましては、船体が多少揺れる場合もございますので、お足元やドアの開閉等には十分お気をつけください。なお船体が揺れましても本船の安全性には何ら影響はございませんので、どうぞご安心ください。この先15時頃、高知県足摺岬沖、18時頃、愛媛県佐田岬沖を航行し、瀬戸内海へと進み、新門司港入港は定刻の21時ちょうどを予定いたしております。またあと15分ほどいたしますと、進行方向右側に新門司港発横須賀港向けの本線姉妹線ソレイユとすれ違います。船旅の思い出にどうぞご覧ください。
Soon I started to see Soleil, which is a sister ship of this Hamayu, and it's completely same shape and same design inside. I saw lots of people on the deck on the way to Yokosuka port. So at 11 o'clock, they said the barbecue is ready. And it's been only 3 hours since breakfast, so I wasn't really hungry. But it seemed like once I applied for it, I have to do it. So I went for the barbecue. And there's a whole group of the people applied for the barbecue. And it was an experience. I think once you do, it's okay, but it's a great experience. It was an interesting experience to do barbecue on the ferry. And in case you don't take the barbecue, you can also choose a lunch, which looks a little more choices. After a barbecue, let's do some exercise. I'm running and sometimes I go left and right like this. Time to time, they do have a planetarium or the movie playing. The movie was a Japanese movie, so maybe it's not dubbed in English. But a planetarium, you can just lie down and see the stars. Now you see Shikoku. It's about 3:30 p.m. and it turned around the south tip of Shikoku, Cape Ashizuri, and entering the channel between Shikoku Island and Kyushu Island. So now I have a reception on the phone and you see many more islands. Now we are sailing in front of Okinoshima Island of Kochi Prefecture. From here, ferry will change the direction to north and head to Kita-Kyushu. I got the sketchbook of Tokyo-Kyushu ferry and bottle opener with nail cutter. Looks practical. So now it's around 4:30 p.m. and in 4 hours and 30 minutes, the ferry is going to arrive at Shinmoji port in Kita-Kyushu city. And so far, it's been really good. This time I thought I'm gonna be on the ferry because ferry travel is getting very popular, but I haven't been on it. And as a person who are talking about Japan travel, I thought I should try once. And I chose this route from Yokosuka to Shinmoji port because this is probably the kind of easiest one for the first timer, and also it's leaving from Tokyo area. And there's another one going from the Ariake, which is much closer to Tokyo to Kyushu too, but that go via Shikoku, so it takes so much more time. And also it has all the vending machines. And, I think on YouTube it might be interesting, but I thought a little bit looks a little more basic facility. Probably something you might want to take would be this one called Tokyo-Kyushu Ferry. First, really surprised was this room. It's a private room, but really clean and really like much better than a small business hotel room. And the great thing is it has a nice public bus right next to here. So it has a separate for men and women. So you can enjoy the sauna and a big indoor bus and also outdoor bus. So outdoor bus feels really good. You feel the air of the ocean and the hot water is very hot. It's really fun to be in it. And you can also enjoy the sauna and cold shower, sauna. Cold shower, I saw some guys doing it. At first, it feels a little strange to be completely naked with other passengers on the ferry, but it's really fun. So in the restaurant, it's not a cruise ship, so the foods are not included. So you have to purchase for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they open 1 hour for each of them. So you might want to be careful not to miss it. And they have an announcement, but it's only in Japanese, and they don't do English announcement. And actually, there aren't many English signs on it, so it might be still not that popular among foreign tourists to do this ferry trip in Japan. So far, it's really good. Some negative points is it was very shaky last night when it was about to leave Tokyo Bay. It started to be shaky, and first I couldn't sleep for 2 hours or so. But I think I was closing my eyes, and I don't know if I was sleeping or not. But in the morning, it was already settled and it was calm. So I worried that I feel seasickness or motion sickness. So I ordered this medicine called aniline cap. Haven't experienced any ferry before, so I worried and I got it, but I didn't get any motion sickness or seasick. So I think it was working. So the ferry travel is good, but many routes are a little bit difficult to choose. Like Yokosuka, it's a little bit far away from city center, or it also runs in nighttime, leave at night and arrive very early morning. These ferries are originally made for the cargo and truck drivers, so they can sleep at night while they're moving locations, and from the morning they can start to work. But this kind of the ferries start to focus on the passengers too, and the room is used to be more basic, like we everyone sleep together, but now they have private room and it's getting more and more like a hotel-like. Something you might want to make sure to bring is a coffee drip bag, because they sell the coffee at the dining place, but it's 300 yen for the 1 cup, and for someone drink lots of coffee like me, I think I should bring my own coffee thing, because in the private room you have a kettle, so electric kettle, so you can make hot water anytime. And I asked the store person if I can drink the water in the room, and they said it's okay to drink. It's for drinking water. Ferries is completely different from the long distance buses or something. Of course, speed wise, nothing can beat Shinkansen or airplane, but ferry is a good method to enjoy the ferry trip. This room is called State, and not the best room of the ferry. The most expensive room is Deluxe, and it has balcony and bathtub in the room. Another private room is Tourist S, and you have privacy and a small table, but no private shower, toilet, and window. But if you take Tourist S, I feel like Tourist A is less feeling claustrophobia as it's open to the air. It's even better if you are traveling with two. The price changes depending on the season. All you need is basic fare and room charge, depending on the room. If you use regular Tourist A, you only need the basic fare, so you can travel for 14,000 yen from Tokyo to Kita-Kyushu in low season. The additional room charge is 6,000 yen for Tourist S and 32,000 yen for State. So my total charge was 40,000 yen plus 32,000 yen. It's about 300 US dollars now. It's expensive as I was by myself, but room charge is the same up to 4 people, so in case you stay with a couple or in a group, it might feel less expensive. But considering that you can move from Tokyo to Kyushu, just being in the clean, large room with its own shower, seeing the scenery, I thought it's worth it. Even if you take tourist A, there are many places you can be. Restaurants, the relaxation room, forward salon, and many chairs and tables on the fourth and fifth floor. And of course, the outdoor bath and sauna too. You can make reservation from the official site in English. There are some other regular scheduled ferry routes that you can travel around Japan like this. The most easy route to take ferry is from Osaka area to Kyushu, which has similar routes. It's great because it mainly goes by quiet Seto Inland Sea between Honshu and Shikoku, so no worry of seasickness. But since it's a short distance, most routes leave at night and arrive early morning, which you don't really have much time to enjoy the ferry voyage. Similar companies operate this route. Each of them has different port location, so you can see the balance between the location and fare and if it fits in your itinerary. Another route is Maizuru or Tsuruga in Kansai to Hokkaido's Otaru or Tomakomai, go through the Sea of Japan side. There is also a ferry going from Tokyo areas Owarai to Hokkaido, but the port is north of Night Airport and is a little bit far to get to from Tokyo city center. There are ferry route from Kagoshima, southern tip of Kyushu to Okinawa too. It stops by several islands like Amami and Yoron, so you can see the different islands and also you can get off at the small islands too. Now let's go to the last meal on this ferry, the dinner before arriving Shinmoji port. The dinner menu has a tonkatsu, ramen, and sashimi, all the different kinds of foods from Kyushu. And why did I order hamburger? When I think anything is okay, I always tend to order the least thing I want to eat. But it was good. I started to see the land of Kyushu, and the ferry is almost arriving Shinmoji port. It's the end of the May and close to the summer solstice, so you can see the scenery until the last minute. They say the ferry is arriving 10 minutes earlier than the schedule, 9:50. So I like to make sure not to forget everything and I packed a little earlier so I can leave anytime. I'm not sure how long it takes after I arrive until I can actually get off, so let's see. The ferry arrives Shinmoji port in Kitakyushu city in Fukuoka prefecture. Fukuoka has two major cities, Fukuoka and Kitakyushu city. A little confusing, the major station name of Fukuoka is Hakata, and major station name of Kitakyushu is Kokura. I see cars are waiting to be on this ferry, and I think that is the bus take us to Moji and Kokura station. And let's leave the room I stayed 21 hours. I kind of miss it, but I'll be back again. 下地port is located in the east edge of Kyushu Island, facing Honshu Island's Yamaguchi prefecture. As soon as the ferry arrives at Shinmoji port, the passenger without a car was told to disembark and take the bus. Today I get off this free shuttle bus at Moji station and take JR line to Moji Core station. And I'll be staying at the hotel there.
ください。
In about 20 minutes, the bus arrived at Moji Station, and I was the only one getting off at the Moji Station, and the bus continued to Kokura Station. I arrived at JR Moji Station. From here, I take JR Kyushu train to Moji Core Station, Moji Port Station, where my hotel is. They have a train going to Honshu Island, Shimonoseki, and there's one going to Moji Port. So I'll take this 927 Moji Core one. The train to Moji Port is platform number 5. From here, there are 2 direction trains to Moji Port, and the one going across the tunnel and go to Yamaguchi side. We arrived at Moji Core Station. JR Kyushu says. You can use IC card. It's a very retro modern station. Whoa. I see in front of the station Moji. Looks like in daytime there's a Starbucks here. Oh, it's very humid here and I feel like I came to a very different place. Now I arrived at JR Moji Core Station in Kita-Kyushu. The current Moji Core Station used to be Moji Station, opened in 1914. The building is National Heritage of Japan. Right in front of the station, there is a Mitsui Club. Einstein from Germany also stayed here in this building on December 23rd in 1922. It was right before Christmas, and I wonder how he spent the evening here. From right in front of the Moji Core Station, we can see the Kanmon Bridge connecting Kyushu Island, where I am now, and Japan's main island, Honshu Island, where Yamaguchi Prefecture. It's so beautiful. It smells ocean and warm summer breeze this day. I couldn't see much at night, so I'd like to across the channel and introduce a little bit more in the morning. One time it was one of the 3 biggest ports in Japan, along with Kobe and Yokohama. There are lots of historical buildings remaining in this Mojiko area, and it starts from in front of Mojiko station. Now let's go to the hotel and check in the Premium Hotel Mojiko. I think this one at the end is already a hotel that I'm staying tonight. So it's really right in front of Mojiko station. The hotel I stayed is a Premier Hotel Mojiko. It was 13,000 yen. So it's a little bit expensive for one person, but it seems you can stay less than 10,000 yen if you book earlier. The hotel is symbolic design like a shark that you can see from the faraway of Ferry too. It seems it's opened in 1998. So many tourists. Five, ten. This. It's a single room. As you see, hotel is not new hotel. It's a nice hotel, but built a while ago. Not much space, but it says you can put suitcase under the bed. And they have a small fridge, so you can keep things. I always check inside because one time, not in Japan, but there's a really and water bottle, Ukiha. This is from natural water, from Fukuoka. The bathroom is a little dated, but there's a bathroom. And there's a basic toilet with washlet function. Pharmacopoeia. It says from Malaysia. The toothbrush. There are two disposable slippers. Let's go out to see the bridge again, as I can see the night view only now. In Moji port area, you can enjoy historical buildings and enjoy the scenery of the port and the bridge. And also, if you go further, there's a Norfolk Square, and you'll also see the pedestrian tunnel's entrance to the other side of the channel. At least the smell of the coffee are good. The room isn't facing the ocean, but I could see the town of Moji over the little port area. Now let's go for some morning walk. Good morning. This is in front of Moji Court Station, Premier Hotel Moji, and it's 6 a.m. and I'd like to take some morning walk, and later I'd like to go across the channel to eat my breakfast. It was a sunny forecast, but a little overcast, and it was much colder than I thought it would be. So I went back to the hotel and get the Uniqlo's ultra light down jacket, which I got for sale end of the winter. I didn't think I'm gonna use this year until next winter, but I'm glad I brought it just in case. From near Mojiko station, there's a shuttle ferry connecting both sides of Kanmon Channel, Kita-Kyushu and Shimonoseki. So I bought 400 yen ticket. There's a ticket center right in front of the pier. I don't see anyone here. No, I was wrong actually. It was 7:10, leaving 7 from the other side of Shimonoseki, and this will leave here 7:10. feels very good to be on the rooftop deck, even though this became like a almost disaster on the way back. This is Kanmon Channel, separating Japan's two major islands, Kyushu and Honshu Island. It's very important route connecting West Japan and East Asian countries, especially Korea and China. But the width is 500 meters, which is 0.3 miles and very thin. In addition, the current direction changes 4 times a day. It's a difficult channel to pass by, but about 700 ferries pass by every day. This place has also played an important role in Japanese history, but one especially notable in the history is the Battle of Dannora in 1185 at the end of the Heian period. This battle between Genji and Heike clans is well known in Japan as an event that changed the course of the history, and it is said that the change of the tide influenced the outcome of the battle. So we can also see that this change of the tide of Kanmon Channel changed the course of the history of Japan. But now it's easy to cross this channel. In addition to this ferry ride, there are 3 tunnels and 1 bridge. In 1942, during World War II, the first train tunnel opened. In 1958, the tunnel for expressway and pedestrian opened. Yes, you can walk under the channel too. This was followed by the opening of the Kanmon Bridge for highway in 1973 and the Shin-Kanmon Tunnel for Shinkansen in 1975. There is also a plan to build a new bridge on the west side of the Kanmon Channel. This retro building says Akita Shokai. This is near the city center of Shimonoseki. JR Shimonoseki Station, which I come back later, is on the west side of the city and a little far to walk from here. First, let's go to Karato Fish Market. Karato Market is a fish market opened 100 years ago. In early morning, this place is busy with professionals, but after that, any travelers can enter and purchase foods. There are many different languages. Shimonoseki area is known for puffy fish. In Japanese, it's called fugu. So you can see puffy fish sign everywhere. I got the tuna sashimi to eat later. It says head part for 1,000 yen. I'm not sure if that is good or not. It was a little bit mistake I realized after I got back to the hotel because nothing wrong with the shop, but I just walked around too much after I purchased. Also, it was a windy day, so the sound of plastic bag was in all my footage. I learned a new thing. I saw some place to eat in the market too, but I said to go to the restaurant in the town, which will open at 8 a.m. I had some time until the restaurant opened, so I walked around the neighborhood of Shimonoseki. There's a Kameyama Hachimangu shrine. I can see the Karato market from the hill. In Japanese, the word puffy fish, fugu, sounds like fuku, which means fortune, so it's seen as a symbol of fortune in Shimonoseki. You see world's largest puffy fish statue here. The ema which you write the wish on the wooden plate is also shaped like a puffy fish. If you go down to the town of the Shimonoseki, there's an arcade street. We don't see many of this kind of street in Tokyo, but I see often in different parts of Japan. But usually many stores are shuttered. I wonder if this part of the city used to be more like a city center with lots of stores, with people, when Japanese economy was going up decades ago. This is like a big dome. Later I found out this is called Karato Dome. And now I enter this shop near former British consulate. It was 2,200 yen for this big bowl. I waited about 20 minutes. Maybe it was a little too gorgeous for my breakfast, but I wanted to show you what you get. What I realize is this kind of seafood bowl, you get the selection of the shop or what is available now. So, in case you have the specific fish you like, it's better to order with the specifically that one, which is probably my case. I think this one is great if you like the raw shrimp.
For your safety, please wait until the bus comes to a full stop before.
I walked around the area and I saw buses running very frequently, so I jumped on for the just one station to the next stop, Akama Shrine. I arrived at Akama Jingu often, so I jumped on the bus just for one stop, but it was good. I could save lots of time. This Kanmon channel is where the Battle of the Dannoura took place, as I mentioned earlier, which determined the course of Japanese history and where the glory of the Heike clan came to an end. And the Tenno Emperor Antoku, who was still 8 years old, jumped into the water before he got caught by enemy Genji. And he is enshrined to this Akama Jingu shrine. It is said that the young emperor was told that there is a palace like a heaven called Ryugyujo in Japanese under the seawater before he jumped. So this shrine shaped like the palace under the water. This battle was more focused on the story of the lost Heike family's tragic story more than the winner side, and it created several tales in the history. The famous one is a Miminashi Hoichi, which means a earless Hoichi. This is a tale took place in this temple before it changed to this Akama shrine, and the monk who was blind and told the story of the tragedy of Heike clan has lost ears by the ghost of Heike. This channel is not about history, so I keep it minimum, but this tale is something almost every Japanese know. We are here now. After this, I'd like to go up to the Sea of Japan side and go to Yamaguchi Prefecture's Hagi. Now let's go back to Kyushu side and check out the hotel. Puffy fish and people. Going back, it was so much more rough ride, and I got lots of water on my face. So you might want to ride inside if you don't want to get wet. Well, it was very fun morning going to Shimonoseki. Coming back on the ferry, it was so windy and lots of wave. Probably the ferry is going against the current. Lots of water splash came on my face, so if you worry about that, you might want to stay inside on the bus floor. Now I'd like to check out the hotel and head to Moji station. Okay, making sure no cold phone, everything I have. Now I'll go back to Honshu Island again by train and start exploring Yamaguchi Prefecture today. Today we are going to Hagi in Yamaguchi Prefecture. It's an old town located in the Sea of Japan side on山陰 Honsen line. Let me quickly explain the map of this part of Japan. This whole region between Kansai, like Osaka, Kyoto, and Kyushu Island is called Chugok region in Japan, which is written the same as China in Japanese, so sometimes misleading. And the north side of this Chugok region's deep mountain is called San-in region, which means mountain shade. In contrast with the south side facing Seto Inland Sea is called Sanyo region, means sunshine side. Sanyo Shinkansen bullet train pass by Sanyo side and connect Osaka and Fukuoka, and major cities like Okayama and Hiroshima is also on Sanyo side. They are already a golden route, so it was must for me to see and show my viewers sun inside of Yamaguchi Prefecture before proceed to Hiroshima. But there was a problem here. From Shimonoseki to Hagi, usually there are two train routes, taking San-in Honsen that continue to Kyoto via Sea of Japan side, or take Sanyo line to Asa station and change to Mine line and change to San-in Honsen at Nagatoshi station. But with a storm in summer 2023, both lines' rail were severely damaged and disconnected Shimonoseki and San-in side. As it's a very off the major route for JR West, it hasn't recovered yet. Now they run a substitute bus for the damaged route. If you try to go to Hagi only by train now, the only route we can take now is the one going via Masada in Shimane Prefecture, which is very far away and takes almost 7 hours. If you search this route, probably the fastest route comes up is the direct bus to Hagi from Shin Yamaguchi or Yamaguchi Station. As I really wanted to take the Sain Honsen route seeing the ocean, I took the bus substitute route on Sain Honsen. My itinerary takes 4 hours and 14 minutes. Let's see how it goes. There's a lot of coin lockers by the platform in case you have suitcase and want to see just for a day. There's a small retro train running to the near the Moji's parking area, that where you can walk to the Honshu side, but it only runs Saturday and Sunday, so it doesn't run today. So now let's head to the next destination. I waited for my train at Starbucks in Moji Core Station, forgetting that I had to get tickets first. IC card cannot be used for the long distance depending on the area, and also this route combines JR Kyushu and JR West, so IC card cannot be used for sure. It came up to my mind suddenly when I was having a coffee and I went to the station counter. I purchased a train ticket from Mojiko to Hagi using credit card. I thought I'd miss the train as the line didn't move, but I couldn't make it. I changed the train to Moji and changed train to go to underwater to Shimonoseki. So I got a ticket at the ticket counter to Hagi. The first leg is to take Kagoshima line to Moji station and change to Sanyo line, going underwater and go to Shimonoseki station. So there was an announcement that in case you go further than Shimonoseki to either Sain route or Sanyo route, you cannot use IC card. Looks like Odakyu Railway. At Shimonoseki station, I changed to Sain Honsen route. The route was busy with local students. Sain Honsen is a major route connecting from Kyoto to Shimonoseki via Sea of Japan side. In contrast with the Sanyo Honsen that goes the Seto Inland Sea side, Sain region is still one of the most less populated area or less visited area, and being suffered from the decrease of population. This Honsen means a main line, but it feels very local countryside line. As I introduced JR West new train Yakumo recently, many visitors use shortcut route from Sanyo area, and also with the decrease of the population and switch to the highway buses, the number of people use Sain lines very limited. And Sain Honsen stayed just like local lines, and it's even in danger of disappearing. So there's no further train from here. Usually there is, but they're fixing it now. And they're going to extend this summer a little more, but still, the full open will be next year, 2025. So I thought it would be like people are running to the bus after getting off the train, but the station staff said please wait. And actually there was only 4 people waiting for the bus. And the station staff took us to the parking lot. The bus is included in the fare of the train, so if you have train ticket of this route, you can get on it by showing it. The substitute bus goes along the rail of San'in Honsen, along the beautiful coast. Sometimes the bus goes into a small community along the port too. People worry that the line might not be come back and terminated as it costs too much to fix, but fortunately, JR West announced that the San'in Honsen route will be recovered in 2025 and gradually open by then. On this route, there was JR's joyful train called Maru no Hanashi was running between Shimonoseki to Hagi. After the reopening of the rail in 2025, the train might come back, but probably Mine Line will join the list of the terminated train lines in Japan. Only one passenger got on the bus on the way, and everyone got off by the Agawa station. And I became the only passenger for the later half part of the bus ride. The view of the port towns and beaches in the late May is breathtaking around this area. Several popular spots are Tsunoshima Ohashi Bridge and Motonosumi Inari Shrine, but unfortunately, it was quite challenging to visit by the public transportation unless using a sightseeing taxi, and that can be quite costly for one person. Right now, they run a sightseeing bus on those areas from Yamaguchi City only on weekend. Situation might change as San'in Line comes back, but you might be able to Google some bus tours like that. Even after the train route come back, the number of trains is very limited on Japanese countryside, so I recommend to plan well seeing timetable. If you like the content, please click like button and subscribe for more content from all over Japan. After the long ride, the bus finally arrived at Nagatoshi Station. From here, I can go back to the train. ありがとうございました。すみません。チケットですね。はい。So I arrived at Nagatoshi Station by bus. It took about 2 hours, and later half I was the only passenger, but I could see beautiful ocean from the window, and I'm sure when trains back next year, we can see the beautiful scenery again from the window of the trains too. So let's hope the train comes back soon. Only one car.
山陰線で長門西見、三部、玉江、萩。The train is coming close to Hagi, and I was surprised how beautiful the ocean is. And now it's time to say goodbye to this paper ticket that I got at Moji station.
It's getting close to 4 o'clock, and now it's time to go to the hotel and check in. I checked the hotel website or the reviews, and I saw some guests were talking that it's better to walk from Tamae station, which is one station before the Hagi station. So I decided to get off there, and that was a really good choice. There's no gate for stations around here, so you show the ticket to the driver. Thank you for coming with me on the ride, and now I arrive at the World Heritage Town, Hagi. Hagi is an old castle town with several World Heritage sites, beautiful beaches and temples. I arrived at Tamae Station. This is one previous station of Hagi Station. Nice. All the drawing of Hagi. There are 3 stations in Hagi's city center, and the main station seems Hagi and Higashi Hagi Station. But I saw a review of the hotel that this hotel is closer from Tamae Station. So I'd like to walk to the hotel located on the beach called Kikugahama. So it says about 2.5 kilometers. It takes about 30 minutes. When you visit, I recommend you to take taxi from Hagi or Higashi Hagi Station. Let me quickly explain the location of Hagi. Hagi is located in the northern part of Yamaguchi Prefecture, and as of today, probably the easiest way to visit is to take the bus from Shin Yamaguchi Station of Sanyo Shinkansen that are connecting Tokyo or Osaka to Fukuoka. If you prefer trains, you can also use JR Yamaguchi Line and Sein Line, but trains are very limited, and the pattern of the time schedule actually works for travelers probably 1 or 2 a day. So you might want to make sure to check timetable and plan ahead if you use trains. If you are watching my videos for the first time, thank you for watching. My name is Kengo, just another Japanese man making travel videos for travelers visiting Japan. And this is a series of my trip exploring different regions in Japan. And this time, I'm traveling areas called Yamaguchi and Hiroshima. Along with my trip, I'd like to show you what you can see in that part of Japanese region, from cities to countryside, top golden route to off the beaten path. Also, I'd like to explain how you can get there and get around when you travel in the future there, so you can discover the destination you like and actually do the same travel as me or better than me. Very nice little port town. This is called Tokiwa Bridge. Hagi is a former castle town of Choshu Han. Han seems like it can be translated to domain in English, which was ruled by Mori family to the end of the Edo period. Japan had more than 200 domains in Edo period, and that were replaced by current 47 prefectures eventually. Oh, I see they're doing the boat tour. Something like. The town is surrounded by the scenic mountains, river, and ocean. As a traveler, we can enjoy castle site, streets of old towns, and several temples. But Hagi is far from Tokyo or even from Osaka, and not that many people visit this place. As I traveled this town, I really didn't see tourists, even though I was traveling a nice sunny day in May. Let's go into the old town area to see what it's like. This Choshu and Satsuma, which is the current Kagoshima prefecture, became the key domains to make a revolution called Meiji Ishin that ended the Edo period ruled by Shogun family, moved imperial family from Kyoto to Tokyo. The key people in the history was born in Hagi or studied in Hagi. So this Hagi played an important role in Japanese history. Today I enjoy the hot springs and the beach around the hotel, and next day I'd like to explore more of Hagi. So today I'm booking a hotel by the ocean. So it looks like my hotel is around this street. Let's see. It seems this is a hotel I booked today. I stayed at a hotel called Seaside Hotel Mihagi. It's facing the beach of Hagi called Kikugahama, and it's a hot spring hotel. It's an old-fashioned type ski. So let's go. Very big. It says take off shoes here. There's a one boiled water and ice water. Electric kettle, and there's a sink in the room. Interesting. This is a restroom. Next, they have toothbrush, hairbrush, razor, Q-tip, and some face creams. And there's a 2 beds and a little Japanese room space. There's a bath. It's not completely outside, but you can open the window and feel like outdoor bath. It's a very big room, and I can see they really tried to make it modern. Probably this was renovated, and I see some kind of not completed yet. So this room was like 26,000 yen, so about $180-90. And in Tokyo, for this size of room and your own bath facing the window, it costs double, and it's including 2 meals for that price too. The reason I chose this hotel is this hotel has a room with a private half outdoor bath, so I got a room in this category. The only thing is this room's bath is not hot springs. There is a public bath which is a natural hot springs, and when you go there you can bring this disposable bag and a towel. And this towel you can bring home in case you find something like this in the small package. Now let's go out to the beach. There's a bicycle over here. The sun is very white and beautiful. Let's go down. Wow, so powdery. Wow. The beach has a beautiful white sand and the water is very clear. You see several of the 6 islands that belongs to Hagi City. The shape of the island and mountain layer is making it very special. I was very surprised on the way to Hagi that the beaches I see from the train's window is so beautiful. And now I come close and it's even more beautiful. It's almost like Okinawa. It's very clear and the sun is so white. Dinner time was only available for 6:15, which is a little bit early. So I like to take a little bit walk and go back. Dinner is a style everyone eat together in the restaurant. So I felt a little bit intimidated, but people are very nice. The food was amazing. I couldn't eat puffy fish in Shimonoseki, but unexpectedly it came out as a sashimi here. So this is a puffy fish we called fugu. You enjoy it with soy sauce with citrus sauce. Most of the regions have local sake manufacturer, so when I travel, usually at the ryokan, I order the local sake. Hagi also has several sake makers, so I order the set of the sake that I can try 3 different sake from Hagi. Each of them were very good. Hagi is really beautiful. It's 7:30 now, and it's close to summer solstice, so it's still bright. I saw the beautiful sunset. I also went to the public bath. And that night, I just went bed. So in the early morning, I walked to the beach. Good morning. It's 7 o'clock and breakfast is 7:30, so I like to walk on the beach a little bit before the breakfast. So, and I went to the natural canal that looks like a moat of the castle, and it was very beautiful, reflecting the fresh greens of the May season. On the other side is a Hagi Castle site. There used to be a Hagi's castle. It's kind of hard to leave Hagi or the sunny area. Definitely, I like to come back in summer. The breakfast was actually even more my favorite. It had puffy fish, and this time it was called ichiyaboshi. It's a way to dry fish overnight instead of under the sun. And this is especially common in Sanyin region. And the shape really looks like puffy fish, so it was too cute to eat, but the taste was amazing. I haven't eaten such a tasty white fish actually. Something you might want to know when staying in ryokan is usually ryokan's checkout time is 10 a.m. It's changing a little bit and it has the option of the 11 a.m. but usually 10 a.m. And dinner time and the breakfast is fixed or you can choose. In this ryokan, you have to make a reservation for this time. So you might want to make a schedule like walk to the beach and take the bus and eat. And one fun of traveling in Japan is purchasing the souvenirs. And usually there are lots of local products from the region. And I love this fugu's miso soup. They have the fugu crackers too, but I came with backpack this time and probably it will be completely crushed by the time I go home. So I got this miso soup. And Hagi is also known for the summer tangerine. So they have the dried summer tangerine. It says Yamaguchi's special food. So it might be not just Hagi, all over Yamaguchi they might say this. But I think that this is from Hagi's company. And now let's check out the hotel and start the sightseeing in Hagi. It's a very nice weather today. So I had to go to the other end of Yamaguchi prefecture today, but I have morning time, so I'd like to see Hagi as much as possible. And again, Hagi has a very beautiful scenery. There are lots of things to see, like a nice old streets and temples. Many of the sites are related to the Meiji Ishin Revolution that I talked about earlier. Edo ya Yokocho. So if you are interested in the history, it will be more interesting to visit those sites. If you are not that interested in it, maybe it's good to just walk on the streets or visit some temples. It's very quiet. It's Friday today, but there's nobody on the street. There are many cities that are preserved Edo period style town in Japan, but sometimes I see the photo on the brochure of the town or the Instagram is everything. The preserved area is very small and I felt like if I go there, I felt like I came there to make sure what I saw on the Instagram was right there. I mean, what I saw on the picture is everything. In Hagi, the traditional scenery is continuing in vast area. The scenery of Hagi is strictly controlled by regulations, and this is one of the last places in Japan that you can see exactly how town looked like in Edo period. According to the monk I talked to later, even on the side of the road, it's not allowed to use concrete, as it's against the policy of keeping the scenery of authentic Edo period style. But he also mentioned that this rule is making the cost of living in Hagi very high, and young people are leaving the town of Hagi. This place is like heaven. So beautiful. The only con is there aren't many shops or restaurants along this sightseeing area, so there aren't much choice of like a lunch or food, so that's something you might want to plan around. Antique shop. But among that, I found this brewery and pudding shop. And this is the Hagi's brewery. You can drink the local beer and also pudding. I cannot walk long if I drink, so I asked if no alcohol beer is also from local brewery, but it was just a major brand can or a bottle, they said. ノンアルコールビールもハギも違うんですよね。そうですよね。So I said to get a pudding instead. Looks like a color of ocean of Hagi. This is a pudding with the image of Hagi's blue ocean. The real ocean was really beautiful like this. Everything is so beautiful. Like a soda taste pudding. It's very cold and refreshing. So I had a pudding at this Harin pudding tea. Next, I decided to see the temple outside the town. To get around Hagi, convenient transportation is 100 yen bus. Now I'm at the Hagi Tourist Information Office near the castle town. And from here, I'm taking the community bus of Hagi. It's 100 yen and you can get around Hagi. And it seems like this is the only way to get around Hagi except taxi. This bus passes by several tourist spots such as Market by the Sea and one of the World Heritage Site, the Iwakuni Furnace. This is a World Heritage Site. Hagi's World Heritage Sites are not about the old historic town, and it's more focused on industrial revolution towards a modern Japan. So some of them are a little difficult to understand, like why this is World Heritage. And I arrived at the Tokoji Temple. So I just arrived with this one, so next one is in 35 minutes, or this one 31. So I just got off the bus at the Tokoji bus stop and heading to the Tokoji temple. Oh. Wow. This is the main gate of Tokoji Temple. Tokoji Temple is established in 1691 by Yoshinari Mori, the third warlord of the Hagi clan. So it seems we can put the entrance fee here. 300 yen. So, うわ。Something must visit in the Tokoji temple is the 500 stone lanterns placed in the grave of Yoshinari Mori, was the third ruler of the Choshu domain, and also the following odd-numbered rulers. For even-numbered rulers, they are in another temple in Hagi called Daishoin. The interesting part is there's a torii gate, which is usually for a shrine and not a temple. According to the temple site, this is a trace of merge of temple and shrine, but also to show that this is a sanctuary. It was so peaceful, and each lantern started to look like a person, as if they are a guardian of this place. And when I left the main gate, I saw a big snake leaving into the forest. It's not like I felt scared, but I was amazed and felt awe to the nature and tradition. Like I felt like I was in the storybook. This Tokoji temple was really amazing, quiet, peaceful place. So I'm in front of Tokoji temple, Tokoji my bus stop. So originally I came from this city center and the bus went around and came here. So now I'd like to go back to city center. Now it's time to leave Hagi. I was going to see more spots in Hagi, but within today I wanted to arrive at the other side of the Yamaguchi prefecture near Hiroshima, and that takes about 4 hours at least. So maybe I should leave now. It's always good to leave something I haven't seen when I come back next time. There are 3 bus stops that long-distance buses leave: Higashi Hagi Station, Hagi Bus Center, and Meiri Gakusha, where I took the bus to Tokoji Temple. I checked the timetable and it seems the bus to Yamaguchi City is leaving soon. So I walked to the Hagi Bus Center to see if I can catch it. And the bus just came in. If you like to go directly to the Shinkansen station, it's faster to take the bus to Shin Yamaguchi Station. The bus went through the deep mountain regions and entered Yamaguchi City, where the prefecture capital of Yamaguchi Prefecture is. Recently, New York Times introduced this Yamaguchi City as one of the top destinations to visit in the world in 2024, and that was this Yamaguchi City. After looking into it, a temple, which is the most major spot of this Yamaguchi City, is under construction, so I decided to skip here this time and come back in the future. From Yamaguchi Station, I took local train of JR Yamaguchi line to Shin Yamaguchi Station, and I changed to Sanyo line to Iwakuni. take this train to the last stop of Iwakuni, which takes about 2 hours. You can go much faster if you take Shinkansen, but it costs more, and also I was curious how the area looked like. The train goes by Seto Inland Sea, and I could see ocean time to time. It's a little more industrialized on Sanyo side, but still I could see lots of different scenery along the Seto Inland Sea. I was a little tired after 2 hours of local train, but fortunately it wasn't a very busy train. From Iwakuni station, I saw a bus to Kintaikyo Bridge. So I took Iwakuni bus and came to Kintaikyo Bridge. Today I got a hotel right in front of the Kintaikyo, so I'd like to head there first. Iwakuni is located in the Yamaguchi prefecture of Japan, but it's very much on the edge of Yamaguchi prefecture, and it's right next to Hiroshima. The popular destination among travelers, Miyajima in Hiroshima, is very close, so you can visit here as a set. It takes 22 minutes from Miyajimaguchi station to Iwakuni. From Hiroshima station, it's only 40 minutes to Shin Iwakuni station by Shinkansen. From both stations, you can take a bus to Kintaikyo Bridge, where I'm staying today. Iwakuni itself is known for airport of the US Marines, which is also used by ANA's commercial flight, so you can fly directly from Tokyo too. Now I arrived at this Iwakuni Kanko Hotel. No, not this one. Not this. I don't think this is my hotel. Oh no, it is this one. So it's like a old onsen ryokan, but they have the single room for business use. So I booked the room. Let's see. I just checked in the single room of Iwakuni Kokusai Kanko Hotel. The hotel man led me to the room, and it was extremely nice. They have a fridge and electric kettle, clean. They have a little welcome sweets, kintai senbei cracker, very clean bathroom. There's a total washlet on the side. They got toothbrush and razor. For amenities, they have a yukata and some socks, towel, and a little bag to bring to the bathroom. So anywhere in the ryokan you can get around with this, they said. So I'd like to try the biggest one. The slipper is this tatami looking slipper, and it has an amazing view of Kintaikyo Bridge. This is a tourist area, so many stores are almost closing around 4 or 5 p.m. There aren't any much place to eat around here. I don't think I want to take a bus again, so I like to eat in the hotel. They said there are some not very expensive Chinese restaurants. Now let's go to see Kintaikyo Bridge. Let me quickly explain about the Kintaikyo Bridge. In 1601, the new ruler of the area started to make the town. The town used the Nishiki River as a natural moat or defense. Since this river can be very rough and high tide, no matter how many times they made a bridge, it was flushed away by flood. In 1673, finally the arch bridge was built, but it was flushed away in 1 year. And after lots of study and improvement, the bridge was built next year in 1674, and that bridge lasted 276 years until it was flushed away with typhoon in 1950. So to cross the bridge, you had to pay 310 yen for round trip. I don't have the change, so I'd like to break the coin. So I put 310 yen. So that is a hotel, Iwakuni Kokusai Kanko Hotel I'm staying. And there's an outdoor bus on this hill. They had a sign that there is a possibility that the boa shows up. interesting. On the other side of the bridge, there's an area called Yokoyama, and there's a historical residential area and also Kikko Park. I'd like to see just a little bit more what's over here. It's late, so there's nobody. It was so much kind of deep green smell from the trees. So it seems even without a bridge, it's an interesting place to look around. Now let's go back to the hotel. There was a small souvenir shops that you can get souvenirs and also some drinks. The bug came into the room. I went to a stroll in the Kintai-kyo bridge in Iwakuni and came back to the hotel. The hotel is right in front of the Kintai-kyo bridge. And I got this Seto Inland Bay lemon sour. Breakfast is 7 to 9. It's a buffet, so you can go anytime. And checkout is 11. The public bath of the hotel is very nice. It has an outdoor bath and you can overlook Kintai-kyo bridge. That night, I took a bath and went bed. I was in Hagi this morning, so I was a little bit tired. For the footage from Hagi, please look at the previous video of Hagi. Okay, it's 6 a.m. and there's 1 hour until the breakfast time, so let's walk. Crossed the Kintai-kyo bridge yesterday, so I'd like to go the other bridge. From here you can see the beautiful shape of Kintai-kyo bridge. And I can see Iwakuni Castle too. I'd like to go up there later because rope starts from 9 a.m. I was walking and I found a beautiful iris garden, so let's explore. I was only checking about the Kintai-kyo bridge, so I didn't know by the bridge there are such a beautiful areas. So I'm here right now, and looks like there's a Kikko shrine. So let's see. It's a very beautiful shrine. Please close the gate to prevent wild boars. There's a little Japanese garden here. It's beautiful. So Iwakuni is not just Kintaikyo. They have some nice little park like this. It's very nice. Now I'd like to go back to the hotel. The breakfast wasn't that big selection, but it was good breakfast with nice view of Kintaikyo Bridge. And I'd like to go up to the top of that mountain, Iwakuni Castle. I went up Iwakuni Castle by ropeway. It was 560 yen round trip. It seems that it's about 8 minutes walk to Iwakuni Castle. It feels really good to walk in the nature. I can see the ocean. Be aware of pit viper, mamushi in Japanese. Look, so many warning for animals. So this is Iwakuni Castle. This is not the authentic castle. This was redesigned, rebuilt. It says 270 yen admission. So let's go. This Iwakuni Castle is not the authentic building that ruler actually lived, so it's a rebuilt one. And there's a museum about the sword and exhibition about other castles in Japan, and great observation deck. I see the Kintaikyo Bridge and beautiful shape of Nishiki River merging Seto Inland Sea. I see the airport and base of Iwakuni by the ocean too. So they have a brochure, Iwakuni Castle. For Japanese summer, always Mugicha is good. So ropeway is running every 15 minutes, so I'd like to go back to the ropeway station and go back to the hotel to check out and head to next destination, Miyajima. From there, it will be a part of the Japan's golden travel route. So I can imagine it will be very busy, so let's see. Now it's time to check out the hotel and head to Miyajima. From here, we are entering the golden route of Japan, so I'm ready for the crowd. I bought a Iwakuni sushi, the local special food. Looks like there are several stores selling Iwakuni sushi. I could look around a little more, but this place also has a Iwakuni sushi. This is the Iwakuni sushi.
good actually. It's really good. It's almost 11, so I'm gonna check out time is 11. By the entrance, there's a coin lockers. I somehow thought the trains running very frequently, but there's every 30 minutes, so looks like I have 20 minutes. I don't think I've seen this one. Ferry yogurt variety. So now I'd like to say goodbye to Yamaguchi Prefecture that I stayed for 2 nights in Hagi and Iwakuni. And now I enter Hiroshima Prefecture soon.
この列車は11時49分発普通宮島口広島神戸糸魚です。
And here, one young US Marine guy talked to me in Japanese asking if this train goes to Hiroshima. Obviously, he studied Japanese hard, and I still regret that I unintentionally answered in English. In 22 minutes from Iwakuni, I arrived at Miyajima Station. The train from Hiroshima station side also arrived at the same time, so it was pretty busy. If you have a JR bus, you need additional 100 yen as a tax to visit to Miyajima. I arrived Miyajima station of JR. This is the entrance station to Miyajima. There are several ways to get to Miyajima from Hiroshima. Either JR train and arrives at this station, or Hiroshima streetcar also has station here. From here, you can take Miyajima ferry. You can also take ferry from Hiroshima port or in front of atomic bomb dome that goes directly to Miyajima, depending on where you come from in Hiroshima and whether you like ferry or not. You can choose your route. I arrived at JR Miyajima station. Go this underground. There's an elevator too, and the trams Miyajima station is here, and the ferry is here. Hiroden, Miyajima station. So tonight I'm staying at the Hiroshima city center, so probably I'll take the tram and go back to the city center. Stops all these stations and stop atomic bomb dome and Hiroshima station. You can use IC card too. They have coin lockers. A little bit. I see some open ones. Some of them are huge.
Please see the instructions here.
So there's a machine. Everyone line up here, but this machine is empty here. There's another one over there, in case you visit. So now it looks like a train. Let's go. So it's just left and looks like we are taking the next one. Oh, so many people. Miyajima, official name Itsukushima, is an island located in the southwest of Hiroshima City. It's well known for the World Heritage Site of Itsukushima Shrine, with torii gate in the ocean, and also you can enjoy nature like beach and mountain scenery of Misen by ropeway and hiking. I usually like off the touristy spots, but I also like hitting the major tourist spots. So let's explore Miyajima now.
およそ5分後に世界タイムズマジン車が間近に見えてまいります。 会場からの設置をどうぞお楽しみください。
Very windy today. Says they have a coin locker here, so let's go see it. Doesn't look like they have many. Oh, actually they do. So I have a laptop and a camera and very heavy, so I'd like to leave it here. And I just like to keep my phone and another camera and drink. Number 107. You can walk to the Torii gate after 2:30 to 6:30 because of the low tide. So they have all the different language maps, so I got this English one. So this is Miyajima. This is one of the top tourist destinations in Japan, especially among foreign visitors. So I see lots of people. Let's explore the Miyajima. So beautiful. So this JR West ferry is going by the gate, just like we saw. So if you like to see the gate closer on the way to Miyajima, you can take JR West ferry. So they have an announcement that the deers are very wild and please be careful. So there's a little deer over there. Not little, but there's a deer. Many souvenir shops and places to eat. So looks like this is a oyster, 2 for 500 yen. I'm looking for ATM actually. I don't have any cash now, so I got to get cash at the ATM first. And looks like there's a Hiroshima Shinkin Bank. I'm not sure if I can use my ATM card here. Yes, I know. I always tell everybody to keep cash, and I forgot. Looks like there's a Lawson near the port, but I already walked a little bit away, so I decided to bet on this Hiroshima Shinkin Bank. Wow, they have a Starbucks on Miyajima. I'm just curious. So there's a Starbucks here. And you can look around Miyajima's beach and Torii Gate. I couldn't use my ATM card here. And this Miyajima trip was really my fighting with the shortage of the photo space, battery, and cash. And I lost my ticket for return. And I also remember that I forgot my pants in the Hagi's hotel. I bought sunglasses, but I forgot the hat in my backpack in the coin locker, so it's very hot. So but they say that 2:30 p.m. you can walk to the gate without getting wet like that. Some people already taking off the shoes and going in. this is the entrance to Tsukushima Shrine, and it says 300 yen. So I ran out of the cash and I cannot enter the Tsukushima Shrine. 300 yen. It looks like only cash, so when you come, please be careful. What a beautiful day. Senjoukaku, made by the order of Toyotomi Hideyoshi. National Heritage 5 Stories Pagoda. This was built in 1407. It says, looks like a community center of Miyajima. It says there's a place to take a rest, so let's go in. Observation room on the third floor, so let's see. There's nobody. I've been traveling less tourist area, so I'm a little overwhelmed by the number of people, but it is a really amazing place. There is always reason to be a top tourist destination. Oh, this is a Miyajima Grand Hotel. Instead of staying in Hiroshima City, I was thinking of staying here. It must be nice to stay here too for morning walk and evening walk. So I entered this restaurant, but one seat left was just occupied by another person, so I decided to keep going. And it was correct and also mistake because there was no restaurant farther than this point. And also, if I ate here, probably I didn't have time to go up to the mountain later. Let's see what I end up eating. Fortunately, I could use credit card for the Miyajima ropeway, so I decided to go up to the mountain. And there's a free shuttle bus, so I decided to wait. I think it's better to take a bus if you cannot walk much, but still you have to walk a lot. The ropeway is very tiny. From here is next ropeway is leaving. And you take another ropeway from here, which is even more packed. It has a better view on the left side, but you'll see the beautiful scenery anyway later.
And drink plenty of water to prevent heat stroke. If you're going out at the waiting area, in which case you will need to descend on foot. Please be
Also look like that is a Maybe I'm okay. So they say the last rope down is 4:30 and it's now 3:30. So and around 1 hour. So with my ability, I'm not sure if I can come back in time. So maybe next time for the top. And also I don't have ballet, so I'm a bit worried. But let's go as much as we can. Everyone looks so exhausted and kind of almost running. When everyone comes, you have to come more early time. They stop at 4:30, and it's really difficult to go down the regular mountain route. This is not for everyone. Everyone casually going up like with a style going to grocery shopping or something. Some people is kind of here, but I think it's very rocky too. Temple. I arrived at the temple. Now I'm so glad I got this fan at the rope station. I thought I don't need it, but it's really better to have. In Taisho 25, Prince of the Tenno family came here. Is this the summit? I hope so. Okay. Maybe not that. Wow. Oh, finally. And you see Hiroshima city center, and I came today Iwakuni over there, and this is a big rocks that we could see from the ferry too. The summer solstice, the sun comes up this way. Oh, sunset this way. This is the top of Miyajima summit. So Miyama Observatory. Before 4:30 I had to go down to the rope station because they say they stopped the rope. I don't think they will if there are people, but maybe I can't stay here long.
Or anything. He just went over and he just started drinking, yeah.
That's a Dakota.
Yeah. Yes, no, it was. It was. Dakota was so reminded.
It took 30 minutes to come up here. Almost 30 minutes, so in 30 minutes rope stop. So let's go down. Oh, it's here already. So from this temple, it's actually very quick to the top. So from rope station to here is long way, and I wasn't sure how long it takes, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it to be. Yosho is a word Japanese people use when you do some extra work, like something else heavy or can move your butt or something like that. Oh, long line. Wow. finally came down. Now it's 5:07. And I took a bus from here to 10. So it's about 3 hours it takes if you go to the peak. Hello. Now the tide is low, so we can walk here. So this is the Miyajima. I went to the top of the, and it took about 3 hours from here. And I came down to Tsukushima Shrine. And now I can walk to the Torii Gate on foot because the tide is low. And now I'd like to leave Miyajima. And after about 50 minutes ride of the streetcar, standing, I arrived at the atomic bomb dome station in the city center. It was a little bit tiring, but it was interesting to see the city's scenery of Hiroshima. And this is one side of Japan's past, atomic bomb dome. Many international tourists are sitting by the riverbank and looking at this atomic bomb dome. So the bomb was dropped almost right above this dome, and 200,000 people died. Probably this was one of the biggest buildings at that time the bomb was dropped. I can't believe how Hiroshima city became such a big city from zero. And there's a department store, Sogo, and the bus center. I looked for a hotel in the crossing point of the route from Miyajima and the route to Hiroshima port, which I go next morning. I didn't have time, but I wanted to see the Peace Memorial Park and the main busy area of the Hiroshima city at night. So I looked for a hotel around this area. Something I found was this Riga Royal Hotel. Today I'm staying at the Riga Royal Hotel in Hiroshima. The hotel price was soaring even for business class, but I found a smoking room. I don't stay at the smoking room, but it was really reasonable, so let's see. Now I see the entrance. It's right there. It's restaurant. Originally, Riga Royal Hotel is from Osaka, and they have a big hotel in Osaka. Very nice hotel. My room is on 17th floor. Let's see how smoky it is. Not bad at all. It's kind of really bluish white like that things, but yeah, it's not smoky at all. This room was very reasonable because of it's smoking room, and it was actually half price of the non-smoking room. Doesn't look that bad. Maybe the curtains are kind of a little yellowish, but doesn't look that bad at all. The bathroom is a little old-fashioned, and there's a washlet. So it's a twin room, so there are 2 beds, and sleeper is not disposable one. 象印、There's a fridge here. Smoking room, so there's an ashtray. Amenity is body wash towel, sekise, it has a cleansing, face wash, and razor, and this is a comb and toothbrush. Actually, this is the first hotel in this trip that they don't give the complimentary bottled water. It has a nice view of Hiroshima City, ocean side. Okay. There's a little convenience store there. Isaya, Okonomiyaki, Isaya Michan. Oh no, it didn't come up to, there are many stores that it didn't come up to the map. Once I'm here, I decided to go to eat Hiroshima's soul food, okonomiyaki. So I was checking on Google Map and I randomly picked one restaurant, but it was busy, so I picked another one. But I bumped in a building saying Okonomimura. Let's see. Oh, it is. It is. The map say it's in the building, so and I went up and I found out this okonomi means okonomiyaki's food district. Who could imagine there is a building filled with okonomiyaki shops? But I was so glad I found it. There was another world inside the building. Whoa. So many okonomiyaki shops in this floor. Hiroshima lemon salt. ありがとうございます。牛すじのお皿もらいましょう。お願いします。ありがとうございます。
飲んでください。私は。お願いします。どうぞおっしゃってください。ありがとうございます。
I just passed by here, like the Okonomi Mura's third, fourth, fifth floor. There are lots of okonomiyaki restaurants, and you can choose from your favorite one. There are lots of international tourists too. So, you know, might feel a little intimidated too because lots of kind of energetic store people, and they are very busy. But it's definitely worth visiting. Okonomiyaki Mura, Okonomi Mura. This is also okonomiyaki restaurant. So there are so many okonomiyaki restaurants in Hiroshima. Huge Don Quixote. It's like another main street of Hiroshima. Looks like this is more like I live like a Kabukicho in Shinjuku. More kind of different kind of the store for adults. So Okonomi village is here, and I'm here now. The Riga Royal Hotel was here. It's a very busy area here. And Hiroshima Station is here above, where Shinkansen to Tokyo is. I didn't have a plan to visit Hiroshima originally, but I'm so glad I came. And it was very fun night eating okonomiyaki and walking around the city. So it is saying, please rest in peace. We don't make it happen again. Really beautiful air, nice smell of the greens. That is a Riga Royal Hotel I'm staying.
And this is the place you can get on the boat to Miyajima directly. Yesterday the tide was low and they weren't operating on the time I tried to get on. So, but in case you take it, you can take a look at the website, and also good to make a reservation.
I went back to the hotel and had a breakfast. It was the best breakfast buffet in this trip, but unfortunately, I had only like 15 minutes to eat. The customers there were almost all Western tourists, so I guess this hotel is very popular among international travelers.
あ、はい。あ、ありがとうございます。
This is the map of the buffet. It was a great breakfast. I needed at least 90 minutes.
This milk from Hiroshima is really good. If you stay here, please try. So this was a really nice dinner. I have enough time. Well, let's move on. It was a really great breakfast. Number 1, Hiroshima port. Number 2, go back to Miyajima where I came yesterday. It says the Hiroshima port one is coming in 7 minutes.
I headed to Kamiyacho Higashi tram stop and took the streetcar. The direction separates to the Miyajima where I came previous day and to the port side here. The city area of Hiroshima is quite big. Now I arrive at the Hiroshima port. There are several terminals and I see ferries going to different islands in the Seto Inland Sea.
I have the Hiroshima port. Ujina passenger terminal. Looks like this is the place to check in. So today I can get a seat 2ABC. So it's not that busy, so I can use the 3 seats, they said. And they also have an upper deck that non-reserved area. I'm very excited about it, so let's see what it will be like.
In this travel video series, we explore Yamaguchi and Hiroshima Prefecture, and this is the last episode of Yamaguchi and Hiroshima trip. Along with my trip, I would like to introduce you to what's in that part of Japanese region and also how you can get there when you travel, so you can discover the destination you like and do the same travel as me or better than me. Now we are boarding the ferry. The ferry I took is called Setouchi Shimatabi Line. For this route, we can get on a ferry called Sea Speaker, which was used for G7 summit event in Hiroshima. This ferry is operating from Friday to Monday, 4 days a week, between Hiroshima Port and Mihara Port near Onomichi. Both westbound and eastbound stops at Okunojima Island and one more different island. On Hiroshima Port side, you can get on and off at Hiroshima Prince Hotel or Kure Port too. On Mihara side, you can use Setoda Port too. The ferry has very clean restaurant. The ferry also has a little counter sells souvenir and light snacks and drinks. There's a lady explaining all the different sightseeing spots in Japanese. That is only in Japanese, but you can't hear it anyway if you go out to the deck, where I was most of the time. As soon as we left the Hiroshima port, we stopped at the Hiroshima Prince Hotel. Here, several more passengers got on the ferry. The fare was 7,000 yen. It's expensive comparing with the regular train. However, I think it's good considering that there are countless islands in Seto Inland Sea, and I'm stopping at 3 of them that I've never been before. This traveling in Seto Inland Sea is a little confusing because there are so many islands and sometimes it's next to each other, sometimes very far away. So now let me explain a little bit about the Seto Inland Sea where we are now. The Seto Inland Sea is a sea between Honshu, Shikoku, and Kyushu islands, and there are about 700 islands in between. It's connected to the Sea of Japan through the Kanmon Straits, and on both sides of Shikoku Island between Kyushu and Kii Peninsula, it connects to the Pacific Ocean. There are 3 connecting roads between Honshu and Shikoku: the Akashi Kaikyo Bridge and the All-Out Bridge route, which goes through Awaji Island, the Seto Ohashi Bridge route that connects Okayama Prefecture and Kagawa Prefecture, and the Shimanami Kaido route that connects Hiroshima Prefecture and Ehime Prefecture. Of these, only the Seto Ohashi Bridge has a railway that connects Okayama to Kagawa. The Sunrise Seto sleeper train from Tokyo also passes over this bridge. It's an area with beautiful scenery, so I think it attracts lots of visitors, but it is not easy to get around these islands. There are limited routes to travel from island to island, but it's not always connecting the island you want to visit. Islands near Okayama and Kagawa Prefecture, Naoshima and Shodoshima, which are famous for international tourists too, are far away from Onomichi or Miyajima, and it takes lots of time to travel everything together. If you don't narrow down the places you want to go, you can easily spend a week just in Seto Inland Sea. The ship left Hiroshima port and immediately passes through the first highlight of this trip, the port of Kure. You can see the shipyards and many submarines. Kure was a large naval port during the war, and the Japanese battleship Yamato was built there. The port also has a museum of Yamato battleship, where you can learn more about it. Speaking of Kure City, there is an anime set in Kure during the World War II called In the Corner of the World. It's highly rated anime in abroad too. And you can walk around the city with a map comparing the setting of the anime and where you are. There are many islands, so there are many ferries too. The ship arrived at the first destination, Shimokamagari Island. So we arrived at Shimokamagari Island. So in Edo period, they landed this actual block here and went to that house. Lower part of this blocks are made in Edo period, and above higher one is new. You can do anything. Some people go into some places, some people just keep walking. They sell amanats, super. There was time here, so our passengers headed to the museum and old houses. I walked around the port and got on the ship to eat my lunch. It was a nice time to stay by the port. When I booked the ferry, I ordered a lunch box together, which I didn't expect I get it as soon as I get on the ferry, but it was in the insulated bag. Looks like everyone came back and the ferry is going to the next destination, Okunojima Island. The next stop was Okunoshima Island, which is known for producing the poison gas during the war and also having lots of rabbits on the island. This boat only stays for 30 minutes, so purpose of this trip stop there is for rabbits. I was most looking forward to this island to see rabbits, but unfortunately the rabbits had already been fed by many other tourists visiting earlier than us who had visited with regular vegetables, so they did not eat my foods. In that first place, there were fewer rabbits than I expected, but it was a beautiful island. Oh, there's a rabbit. There's a rabbit. He's sleeping. There's no hungry rabbit. I don't see any rabbit. Look. Rabbit here. No. I need it. So I was walking around with the bag of the food, looking around, and no rabbit eats my food, and two rabbits felt sorry to me, and they felt sympathy to me and started to eat my food. I hope they enjoyed it. Yes. Now he or she's eating the food I put there. おいしいね。こんにちは。You are today it's my mate. Finally, I found out two rabbits eat the food I gave. So they don't eat from the hand. If I put in front, they eat. One more. Yay! So how was this ferry? The ferry is specialized for sightseeing, so it was great to be able to enjoy the scenery of Seto Inland Sea while you are sitting at a comfortable seat. The great thing is, it's easier to put in your itinerary because it doesn't go back to the same port and it takes you to a different direction. I arrived at the Setoda port of the Miyajima island, and this is not the last stop of this ferry. This goes to the Mihara port, which you can take the JR from there. But today I have a little bit of time, so I'd like to get off at this Miyajima island and explore a little bit. And I can take the ferry from here to Onomichi directly, so I'd like to take that after this. So the ferry continues the trip to the Mihara port, where you can take the JR line. There are many travelers with bicycle. Now, since there was still lots of time before the ferry to Onomichi, I decided to take a walk around the town of Setoda. This is actually the hotel called Soil, and you can stay overnight too. Shiomachi 商店街. I originally wanted to try cycling, but when I looked at the website a few days before, it was fully booked. If cycling is the main purpose, I recommend you to book early. Accidentally stopped by the tourist center, which I was originally going to get a bicycle rental. As I was standing in front of it, someone called out to me like, "May I help you?" And so I just, in case I asked, "There's no bicycle today, right?" And yes, we do. And they said, but I want something like electronic assistant because I'm not used to bicycle. And we do. We have it. So after renting the bicycle, I stopped at the Kozoji Temple on the Ikshijima Island. It's a walking distance from the port of Setoda. This Kozoji Temple has replicas of the temples from all over Japan, and it feels more like a museum than a temple. For example, it has a replica of the Toshogu Shrine in Nikko near Tokyo. There were many foreign people, and I realized that I had entered the new next tourist area, Shimanami Kaido. If you go up the mountain, you can see the view of the Seto Inland Sea. So again, it's more like a museum. I think it's best to understand the concept and the contents of the temple before entering and go. Okay, so from now I'd like to take a bicycle to Onomichi station. They say it takes about 3 hours, so let's see. In about 10 minutes walk from Seto Port, there is a tourist information center here, so that's where you can rent a bicycle. It says 30 kilometers from here to Onomichi. Let's stop by Lawson here. I bought a drink and started cycling. I was told that it would be about 30 kilometers, which is 18 miles, and 3 hours to Onomichi. So it looks like we are crossing that bridge, so that means we have to go up to that height. So let's see how much steep it is. This is definitely not for someone who are not used to bicycle. So looks like for bicycle you have to enter here, and I passed by. I'm glad I stopped soon. Many YouTube just posting like a let's do it, but it's not for everyone. I think it's unless you are used to bicycle, it's a little challenging. There's a toll gate. Bicycle is free, so you can just go. Now we are entering Inoshima Island. So it looks like I can't keep going this freeway. I have to go down to the island and go up and down again. So that's a hard part of this route. This frozen lemonade is too good. So I just came down here. It's a long going down steep, so it was easy. I think the other side is a next island is Mukaishima Island. It looks like I have to go around again, so this route does take time. So this is the entrance to the Inoshima Bridge. The blue line continues after the town, so you keep looking at the street, you keep going, so you have to make sure to turn at this sign. Now we are entering Inoshima Ohashi. It's in the middle of the Inoshima Bridge. The beach is very beautiful. I arrived Mukaishima Island. I crossed the Inoshima Bridge. So it looks like we keep going this route around to Mukaishima Island to Onomichi. Cute ice cream shopper. It's a really great place to take a rest. And from Mukaishima, I take ferry and go to Onomichi. It's a very short ride. There are lots of local people taking this. There is a bridge actually connecting to the Mukaishima and the main Honshu Island, but that will be only for cars, and bicycle cannot go through. So now I arrived at Onomichi ferry to the Onomichi one of the major towns in Hiroshima Prefecture, and this town is known for the temple and old little street. So let's check in the hotel first and go to see the town. Now I have the Onomichi port. Onomichi, in front of the station port. There's a light in front. There's a JR Onomichi station too. So I just returned the bicycle to this kind of parking lot. I thought it's just a parking lot, but there's a place to return rental cycling inside. Finally, I arrived at Onomichi, so now I'd like to head to the hotel. It's like about 10 minutes walk, so let's go. Main street is over there. I think I found the hotel. This one. Urashima Inn. すいません。すいません。ありがとうございます。すいません。ちょっとお客様がご案内してましたので。はい。すいません。夏だけありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。はい、すいません。大変お待たせいたしました。メッセージもご丁寧にありがとうございます。お返事ありがとうございます。いえ、そんなことございません。すいません。ありがとうございます。ごゆっくりお過ごしください。ありがとうございました。This is the Urashima Inn. It's very nice. This time I stay at a hotel called Urashima Inn by the canal. And it's a very basic hotel, but
of the curtain.
The front lady was very nice.
You see Onomichi's
It
canal.
was very welcoming. There's no food included, so I look for the food, something to eat later. The room is compact, very clean, and have everything I need.
Nice.
It didn't have a fridge or the boiled water, but it has a nice view of the canal. You can go up to the rooftop too and see around the Onomichi. It was a very, very nice evening time. It was a very nice
have a
twilight time,
toothbrush.
overlooking the Onomichi.
Hairbrush, an amenity set. This is a toilet. This washlet and shower. There's no bathtub on this hotel. And there's a towel. I finally now checked into the Urashima Inn in Onomichi. And the front person said, I got so much tan, and it's true because from yesterday's Miyajima and today's bicycle, I got lots of tan. The bicycle is a little bit kind of another world. It's a little kind of lonely, but definitely I'm glad I did it. So nice. Wow. Wow. Wow, you can see the Senkoji Temple direction. Oh, this hotel has a rooftop. And it's very nice. With this channel, I'll keep going to all over Japan. I'm very surprised that there are so many different places that I don't know yet in Japan, and everywhere has a different character and charm. Onomichi City. But if you're not cycling, Onomichi is a boring place. It's not quite right. Onomichi is known for its scenic views of hills, canals, and shopping streets. Due to its unique scenery, Onomichi's streets were the setting of many Japanese teen movies from 1980s to 1990s. Onomichi was a place where you could walk through the narrow, maze-like street looking for cats, or climb a hill, and when you look back, you'll be surprised at how high you came up, and amazed by the view of the harbor and hills. Lots of different streets and language.
Komyoji Temple Jodo Set. Komyoji was originally a Tendai sect temple
Okay, it's a little bit
constructed by
loud.
Itakudashi Ennin in the early Heian period, which lasted from 794 to 1185. Later, in 1336, Doshu Sokyu Shonin, who was the
It's almost 7 o'clock, so. Wait a minute. Wow. You can go up to Senkoji and you see the port, view of the port. The catty. Konnichiwa.
写真撮っていいかな。I was at the top of Senkoji temple. It's closed at night, so it's just right in front of the temple. I saw these flags from the hotel's rooftop. I came so high. I think the hotel is around there. Going down is more hard. Looks like many shops are closed at night, so I was a bit at a loss. This one looks like a public bus house, but looks like it's a Chinese restaurant now. Japanese restaurant. And looks like an okonomiyaki restaurant. All the Western tourists enter that Chinese restaurant called Yamaguchi. I missed the opportunity maybe. I wonder if this one is open. But fortunately, I found a ramen shop in the narrow street. Tomorrow morning, I don't know if I can. Tomorrow morning is a rain forecast, first time in this trip, and looks like there aren't much around the hotels, so I'd like to get something just in case. Oh, I see 7-Eleven. This place above the station is called Hotel Beacon. When you purchase food for the next day, please make sure the expiration time is later than the time you eat, because I made a mistake several times. If you take road pay, you can go purchase the ticket. 500 yen one way, 700 yen round trip. If you go to the on foot, you go through this way. It's a day I'm going home. Unfortunately, it was raining in the morning. But it's good it didn't rain until the last day. Also, Onomichi actually might look better in the rain. I went up the hill again in the morning to explore.
This is my last going up stairs. I don't need this for a while, but it's good exercise. People are very nice. I mean, everywhere is nice, but I don't know. I just walking on the street and they say good morning, and that's so. Onomichi is a famous big city, but still have some kind of local community and kind of friendly people. They're also kind of used to tourists from international tourists too. Okay, now I'd like to check out the last night of this trip from Onomichi's hotel. And it's a little bit early, but especially checkout is 10, so a little bit difficult to scheduling. So I was going to go to walk to Onomichi before checkout, but I'd like to already check out and bring the luggage to the station first and walk without luggage after that. So I checked out the hotel called Urashima Inn, and it was a very nice hotel. It's very easy going kind of inn, and it doesn't have maybe enough function if you're used to hotel. Like there's no water bottle in the room and no fridge, no bathtub. But it's very clean, and that's very important. More than anything, the people are very friendly and very easy to talk to, and I'm sure it's the same for international tourists too. So I think it's very welcoming and has a hospitality hotel. So I think I'll come back to the Onomichi again. Maybe I'll stay in the same place again. This is for the huge suitcases, and almost everything fits here.
So it seems this is a bicycle place called U2, a popular spot for cyclists, and there's a hotel inside too. There's a Onomichi terrace shop and a bar and a restaurant and a coffee shop, and hotel cycle is on the top.カフェラテお願いします。はい。アイスでお願いします。はい。
じゃあコーヒー豆の種類がフルーティーなのと苦いのがございます。
じゃあフルーティーな方で。Now it's time to go back to Tokyo. I took train to Fukuyama Station and took direct Nozomi train to Tokyo and took direct Nozomi Shinkansen to Tokyo. Thank you for watching. And this is the end of this trip. How was your first? I hope you liked the travel videos. Please let me know in the comments if you like to see more of this thing or different things. So this was the end of this trip. So that was the end of this trip. So that was my trip to Yamaguchi and Hiroshima. And this is the end of the trip. Thank you for watching. Have a great trip to Japan. Have a great week until the next video.